We've been getting you some truly horrifying and scarring images and videos that have emerged of the war in Ukraine. But what I want to show you now is what streets of Ukraine look like before the war and after, to truly sum up this tragedy for you. This is from the capital, Kyiv, a TV tower that was targeted just 2 days ago. Look at how it looked before the war and now, where there's death, gloom and destruction all around. Let me show you the next set as well. That's what Kyiv looks like. What about cities like Kharkiv, which has been facing Russian aggression, has been pounded by missile for the last 100 hours. A Russian airstrike, in fact, hit parts of Kharkiv, and many parts of Kharkiv now look like this, completely painted in grey because of the smoke, the rubble and the debris on the streets. These busy, bustling streets of Kharkiv now look completely empty. It's turned into a ghost town. Nearly 15 lakh people lived there. Most of them have moved out. Plumes of smoke rising from buildings that have been destroyed in this attack, and rubble lies all over the streets of Kharkiv. The roads are simply unrecognizable. A government building which stood upright just last week was blown to smithereens by a Russian missile on Tuesday. What remains now are haunting, desolate streets of Kharkiv, scattered with debris. And look at how beautiful the city is otherwise. Its architecture was beautiful. It's completely been demolished and razed down by Russian attacks. If you look at the pictures on the left of your screens, the architecture style is a Stalinist empire. It's got a lot of history. It's now been destroyed to bits, and its charred remains of infrastructure that's left behind. And there are more such images that we have here on India Today, before the war and after. And what's really the aftermath right now of the explosions, the shelling that's been reported in so many parts of Ukraine. Let's focus on the city of Kyiv first. Let's show you what before and after looks like. Kyiv, the capital city, bustling usually with so much action, now looks like this. It's completely, and residential buildings, mind you, have been targeted. So high rises earlier, which was standing tall, looking beautiful in the skyline, are now completely, in fact, demolished. Kharkiv, we showed you these images as well of how huge Stalinist-era architecture buildings have been targeted. What you see now on the streets, filled with people before, is now filled with rubble and debris. Again, what I mentioned earlier about cities like Kharkiv becoming ghost towns. Look at this situation in Kyiv, where buildings, trees are on fire. That building looks completely unrecognizable in the image that we've put out for you. And it's heartbreaking, really, for, I'm sure, the residents. For us itself to see this is so scarring. Imagine for residents of these areas. In another city, Mykolaiv, you see how alive it was, completely lit up. And now things are very gloomy, again resembling a ghost town, with only the aftermath of the shelling and explosion there for you to see. Chernihiv, a city that's been seeing huge Russian missiles pounding them day in and day out. It was a bustling city with a lot of people known for its beauty as well. Right now, you only see thick plumes of smoke emerging from this particular city. It's painted and landscape, the beautiful landscape of the city there, completely grey right now. These images show you how things are right now in Ukraine, a beautiful, beautiful country that even got a number of tourists. Now looks like this, completely washed really in debris, in death, in destruction.